study of Masonry deals with how to manage people, how to manage all the communication skills, government, banking, numerology, worldwide. It doesn't matter what your language is, all world leaders belong to the Masonic order, and they act together.
The legal system cannot deal with humans. It can only deal with pieces of paper. Only common law can deal with humans. So at your birth, they created a piece of paper with your name on it, in capitals, just like any other corporation. This is done to dupe you later in life into thinking that you are the legal entity and not you. Then imaginary penalties and cost are imposed on the straw man, and you, thinking you are it, pay them. Once you comprehend the difference between lawful and legal, and ultimately what your legal fiction straw man is, the fear of debt collectors, police, and authority just goes away.
For a speeding offence, so we need to identify who was driving a car on a certain time and date.
Right.
So am I speaking to the right person?
No.
No.
No. You're speaking to a real man. A living man.
Are you for real? I take it aye.
I'm real, yeah. I'm a real man, yeah.
So Mark McCarthy, 20 Sycamore Avenue.
Can I ask you how can I identify myself? I've been finding out the fraud that's going on.
Sorry?
You've totally lost me.
Right. Well, I appreciate you probably don't know what I know,
You've
right?
absolutely lost me. So,
Right.
am I speaking to Mark McCarthy?
Are you constables today? Under oath?
Yes.
So you're under your oath of office today as constables?
Let me check there.
Okay, for the right car.
Look, we're here at 172 to identify who was driving the car.
Well,
A particular time and date,
I
right?
totally appreciate that, right? And I sort of no problem having a chat with you, right?
If we're going to do my foot for another thing. Just,
Look, I'm glad you've actually turned up because some mail come here, right? What I really need, right? If there's a claim made against a man, I need the only person who can claim against a man is either a man or woman. A corporation can't make a claim. No, I appreciate you're not very aware of this, right? But do you understand that Police Scotland are a private corporation and they trade for profit and gain in Dun & Bradstreet?
right, so am I speaking to Mark McCarthy then?
No, you can't speak to Mark McCarthy. Mark McCarthy.
So you're not Mark McCarthy?
Well, listen, Mark McCarthy, right, is a dead fictitious entity, right, on the birth certificate.
Right, so you're not Mark McCarthy then?
No, I can identify myself
well,
as
can
Mark and McCarthy.
Can I speak to somebody who's got some knowledge about this car then?
Well, I've got knowledge because I've got total control of the agent, Mark McCarthy.
Right, okay. I'm going to be honest with you, right? You've totally lost me, eh?
Right.
Because I'm only here to deal with
I
a
appreciate
road traffic
On a
matter.
traffic offence.
I know.
That's it.
Well, I
We're
just
here for
find this
traffic
I find this a
offence.
bit
It's been
bizarre, eh?
committed.
To be honest with you.
Well, I've see acts and statutes, right? When I ask you now if you're under the oath of constables, right? You're under the common law.
I'm just here to carry out a 172
172
inquiry.
road traffic procedure.
And
Right,
that is
so
all I'm here to do.
a road traffic procedure is a statute and act made by a government that's non-elected with a non-elected Prime Minister. Now, I'm actually quite happy to explain the situation, right? So what I would require for you would to go back to your officers or your superior and ask them to bring forward the name of the man or woman who's making the claim for the speeding. Because I believe the man or woman is somebody acting as a police officer in a van marked as a police motor, and they're civilians.
Right, okay. So, basically, I'm just looking for...
You're looking for contract, right? And there's no.
I'm looking for Mark McCarthy.
And
who
police only work on consent.
speeding on the 31st of July on the A92, going 82 and a 70, driving that vehicle. So I'm just wondering if I could speak to Mark McCarthy, please.
Well, you'd have to speak to a birth certificate, right?
Right, so is Mark McCarthy in?
Well, he isn't here really because it's a
So
dead
he's not-
fictitious
he's
entity.
not in?
Well, do you understand, right? You cannot use your birth certificate.
So are you Mark McCarthy then?
No, I've told
So
you.
you're not Mark McCarthy?
I've told you I'm Mark and McCarthy.
Do you have your driving licence?
So you Mark McCarthy? Did somebody say something there? I heard somebody say Mark McCarthy.
No, this is my wife. No, seriously,
So,
right?
so who's Mark McCarthy then? Is Mark McCarthy in? Can we speak to Mark McCarthy then?
No, don't look at it.
Well, can you speak to paper? Do you know that you can't use your driver licence for identification? Do you know your driver licence is a likeness of you? And do you understand that your passport's only a likeness of you? And you can't use a birth certificate to identify yourself. It clearly tells you that it's Crown copyright. You can go to jail for 7 years.
And you're not a driver, you're a traveller.
So
I take it you're contesting this being thing.
there's nothing to contest because I can't identify myself, right, without actually breaking Crown copyright. But I'm really glad you're here because I'm really glad you're here because I have to explain this, right? This is nothing personal, right?
Right, okay.
You're doing a job, right?
That's right.
But see, when you're out under oath of a constable, you're under common law, right?
Common law.
Now, I could read your oath to you, which clearly states you're here under common law. Now, you're now acting out of a different jurisdiction to try and claim a statute and act, which is not common law.
Common law is harmless injury.
Is this new? Is this news to you?
There's no crime committed.
Is this news to you?
The way it's been explained isn't in a way that, how can I explain it? I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from.
Yep.
I can see it in that respect.
Yep.
However, I'm just here to do my job.
I appreciate everybody's got a job because today you're acting in the role of a constable.
Yeah.
But
Then
you
I
are.
go home and I'm a mum.
So
and,
I'm
do you
going-
know, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter. Do you know you're all way
Right,
things
I'm
in
going.
life, aren't
So
you?
I'm going to ask
You're
you.
a husband.
Right.
You're your dad. Your brother.
Listen to this one, right?
11 man.
I'm going to ask you, right? I'm going to listen to this question, right? Are you a person or are you a woman? A living woman. Are you a living woman or are you a person?
Am I not both?
Well, I'm asking you the question. Are you a person or a living?
Person, or am I a woman? I would think I was both. I'm a person and I'm a woman.
Well, do you understand if you stand under person, right? You're lost dead at sea, classed by the arbitrary law of the Seskey Trust, that you are now bound with your mum and dad registry at birth. You're under Crown copyright. Under the Queen, if I ask you to look up the Seskey Trust, you will find, right, that it's been a fraud upon the man or woman. We're all real living people. You've got a heart, you've got lungs, you breathe, you feel, but you're classed as a person. And you're only a person when you accept that name. My name is Mark Ann McCarthy because the McCarthy is an add-on and it clearly states it on your birth certificate.
Right.
If you look at your birth certificate, you'll understand, right, that you're...
Well, what my certificate will have a different name than what I am now because I got married.
Well, also I can also tell you, right, I have went through the procedure. I've claimed back my born record for the Vatican. I'm now a general executor of the Clan McCarthy.
I'm a private trust in the
I'm a
state.
private trust in the state and have no contract with any government. Seriously.
Acts and statutes we didn't stand under it.
I can give you so much information to prove the fraud that's going on, right? What's happening today is that they're trying to extort money for profit and gain for Police Scotland.
I'm pretty sure you've just been caught speeding.
Well, how...
Was it 82 and a 40 I think you've been doing? 80,
No, I
80
think the paperwork that I seen was 82 and a 70.
Was that 70?
Yeah, that's what
was.
the guy just said.
But anyway,
Sorry, this is inquiry. This is inquiry.
well, but see the important bit to remember here, right?
Was it
They're,
82 and a 70?
they're asking me because this car has been registered, right? So when you register it, you give it away. You're not the owner, you're just a keeper. So who's the owner? DVLA.
Yep.
So by law, DVLA must provide who was the driver. DVLA are the owner of that vehicle.
Yep.
And that's the true facts on paperwork. There's a registered keeper there, which is a fictitious name on the Seskey Trust.
Do you drive that on the road?
No, I travel on it.
So do you travel on the road with it?
I do travel. I travel for ATB, and I'm allowed to travel ATB unhindered as my inherent rights given to me when I was born.
Right. Have you got road tax for that?
No, I don't have road tax, no.
Right.
Road tax is not a law. There's no law that requires a man or woman to pay road tax in Scotland.
Unfortunately, the government obviously...
Well, that's because you want to be governed, right? You've got to be governed by consent.
That's just a law, eh?
Well, I've proven right now. No, listen. You've got to remember, right, the word law has got to be used carefully, right? Law is common law, which is a crime's been committed with loss, harm, injury or fraud. Today, is there any claim for a crime being committed? A man or a woman has got to make a claim against a man or a woman.
Right, okay.
The road tax is totally going to be exposed as the biggest fraud.
Right, that's fine. That's an opinion, but
It's not an opinion, I'm telling you the truth.
you
Right?
tax your car before you can drive on a road,
You don't. I can prove that in a court of law. I'll go to law. I'll go to.
you different. I didn't realise that. Sorry.
Well, I can prove I'm different because I've learned the law.
Right. So what about the speeding offence that we're dealing with there?
Well,
I think you're allowed to speed as well.
Well, who makes the rules up as acts and statutes of an ungoverned government?
That's how it works, and if you're driving a car, you've got to
Well,
keep
if
the
you
speed limit, eh?
see, I'm travelling. There's a difference between a traveller, right, and a driver. I've been pulled with the police, right,
Right.
and I've got on camera proof of me exposing what they're trying to do. They're trying to extort £100, right, for a statute and act.
I'm just
But listen,
trying to carry out inquiry,
but
it's part of
listen,
my job.
I totally appreciate your job. Your job is here to defend the public and make sure there's no breach of the peace and
Excuse me, mate.
look after help, give help to the people.
Make sure no harm, loss or injuries.
Now, I think the police have got a great job to do, but see when they go into try to rip money off the public for profit and gain, I'm happy to go to, if you produce the name of the man or the woman who made a claim about this car, and that's the person who was sitting in this van, similarly operating a camera, if you can provide that name, and I will have my day in court with a jury of my peers, and we'll see who will win. Who do you think will win?
I'm not commenting.
Is that new information to you, this?
I just come to work and do my job and go home pretty much.
But
What I've been trained to do.
Exactly.
Correct.
It's nothing personal.
I would appreciate that. I appreciate that.
No, I'm not here for any.
No.
I'm not here, to be honest with you, I'm not obliged to give you my name either.
No.
There's no law that I've committed that you can say I'm obliged to give you my name. I'm only obliged to give you my name, right, if I've committed loss, harm, injury or fraud. But statutes and acts don't apply to me. And I've told police this in the past, right, that statutes and acts do not apply to me, right? And the guys then accepted it. They went onto their phone call to their, I said, go and ask your legal device, the legal people for advice. And they come back and told me quite clearly that have a nice day, sir. And I was away for a game of golf, and the man said, enjoy your game of golf, sir, and have a nice day. And as for road tax, that's a fraud. Road tax that gave me a fine for not having road tax on that van, I replied to their fine, notice of a fine, explaining them to explain the full contract that I have for road tax, a signed wet contract, which I don't have. And they sent no reply back. They then sent the same bill back. We sent the same reply to them. Still no noise, no reply. Now they're sending it on to a collection agency. So if it was a law, I'm sure you would have come here and battered my door down, arrested me and put me in a jail.
If you broke any laws.
True, a law. If I broke a law,
Well, there's different ways and means of dealing with things where it's the law, eh? Do you know?
no, but seriously, if it's a break of the law, like a breach of the law, see if I was to go and cause harm, loss or injury, I would expect to be arrested.
Yeah.
Because there'd be evidence to prove it, and I would have to accept what come my way. But today, there's been no law broken, right? And it's great that you're here, because I've now got evidence on camera that you're talking to two nice constables.
Yep.
There's no arguments going on here.
No, definitely no. You're not going to get an argument.
But I'm not here to argue, and I understand your colleague there is bewildered when I say to him, you're talking to a dead fictitious entity.
Most people are, Mark. A lot of people are.
I definitely am. I'm not going to even. I'm not going to even
Yeah.
say I'm not.
But
Just because there's a difference between a concept.
But what I will do, right?
Rules, eh?
I'll guarantee you, I'm not one of the people that goes on YouTube, right?
No.
See, when I'm filming today, this will stay in the private between us.
Yeah.
Alright.
But everybody's up.
No, seriously, because you've been totally nice to me. You're only doing your job, right?
Yeah.
And I'm happy to give you my information, right? Because there's a claim getting made here, so I'm explaining why the claim can't be made, right?
No,
So I'm totally understanding, right, that these two are out. I'm guarantee you, I'm not a YouTube man. People do this for celebrity, right? But I want, if you want a copy of this, because you're not filming me, are you?
No.
But if you do want a
No
copy,
cameras on us.
see if you do, see that little book you've got there, right?
Aye.
What language are you talking there? Dog Latin, legalese or English?
Tell you in a minute.
Because I tell you what, you're talking legalese and I don't deal with legalese.
Right, okay. Right. What I need to do is I need
Go back and learn the law again.
to carry out a 172 requirement with you, Mark.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I'm no Mark.
Right, okay. So who are you then?
I told you I'm Mark and McCarthy. That's very important, this, and I can prove it with my birth certificate who I really am, right?
What to do is
You're quite bewildered.
I'm going to
Yeah.
go with this 172 in relation to this incident I'm dealing with.
Is that an act
Right.
and a statute?
So, in terms of section 172 of the Road Traffic Act 1988, I'm duly authorised by the Chief Constable Police Service of Scotland in terms of section 172, subsection 2 of the Road Traffic
get
Act
that oath.
1988
Get the oath for
to
someone.
require you to provide
Front
me
my Dixon.
with the
Front
name
my-
and address or identity of the driver of BMW motor car
black
registration
thing there.
Yankee Hotel 58 Victor Roman November.
Aye.
About 9:26 on the 31st of July.
You read my book,
No,
no?
that
Having
black,
committed the
big
offence
black folder,
of
you open up the
speeding.
front.
And I must warn you that should you fail to provide that information, that you may be guilty of an offence. So basically what I'm asking there, Mark, is
I appreciate exactly
do
what
you
your
have
words are.
information in relation to the
I
identity
appreciate-
of the driver of this vehicle, 9:26
I
on
do,
31st of July.
I appreciate the question, right? But you've got to remember, the police rule by consent. And today, I asked you if you're under oath. And this is your oath. Do you agree this is your oath?
So are you going to provide me information with the driver of that vehicle?
I'm providing you your oath. Do you stand under this today?
Is that your reply? I'm
I
providing your
do.
report?
No, listen. Listen to this, right? I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will faithfully discharge the duties of constable with fairness, integrity, diligence, and partiality, and I will uphold fundamental human rights and accord equal respect to all people according to law. Is that your oath?
Mark,
I've asked you a question. You must answer it.
I'm
I've
asking
got
you
a-
172. Are you going to
Well, you got-
reply to 172?
Well, I don't understand statutes and acts. I don't stand under them. I do not consent.
Understand statutory acts.
I do not consent.
I do not consent. Is that your reply?
I do not consent,
I do not consent.
and I do not understand statutes and acts.
Perfect.
And also, write in your book that you arrived here as constables, and then you're now changing your jurisdiction to become officers.
You're trying to enforce acts and statutes which are not.
That's why this camera is on, right? Because everything I'm saying is proof in the pudding for your side and my side. Now this could go to a court, and I'd be happy to stand and repeat everything I'm saying.
Okay.
So, but can you confirm that this truly is your oath? Could you just confirm this is your oath?
I'm just going to write something down now, Mark, if you give me 2 minutes.
You are required to answer
Oh, I'm being very polite.
in your role as a public servant.
I've got a parrot in my shoulder.
Yep. Well, it's nice to know what's going on.
What's happening with the Ryder Cup?
Don't know yet, I'm going to put the hoover on them. Take care of their other.
Also, I'd advise you pair, be very careful. See the Wi-Fi you two are using. You heard that you know that you use Tetra. Tetra is a system that gives you, it's a special system for Wi-Fi for the police. And if you research it, you'll find a lot of police are having cancers, tumours, illnesses, because he used all this stuff on you, especially a lady next to your breast and that. They're getting cancers, very dangerous. Your car's a metal box. The signals are bouncing around about inside it, and there's people taking the police, ex-police are now taking the police to court to prove it, and a lot of people have been getting ill through the cancers caused through Wi-Fi. Seriously, I would ask you to go and research that for your own health. This microwave radiation that you lot are getting under in Tetra has got a higher power radiation than the radiation that we receive. Are you aware of that?
2 seconds, Mark, I'll speak to them.
You're doing a lot of writing there.
That's quite a lengthy paragraph.
What you writing it?
2 seconds. No, 2 seconds, 2 minutes.
But today, after having a good talk with me, I would please ask you to go and research everything I've said, right? Start with your SKB Trust, you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed what's happened. There's lots of information that police constables have left the force because they understand what's happening, because they They're actually acting as officers rather than, you believe you're constables to do the best for the people, but you're getting asked to act as officers for profit and gain. And Police Scotland is in Dun and Brad Street. Their number is there. Can I see a warrant card today, please? Because I can probably tell you information today that's going to really shock you. I might be able to arrest you two right now. Can I see a warrant card?
Just finished.
No, it should be here soon. Here it comes. No, it's not. Oh, you'll be ready to ink there soon.
Are you expert?
Me? Oh, no, I'm a common law advocate. Everybody can be one. A bit of research and you learn so much stuff. Have you read my notice on my car? Look at the window. Read that. Very powerful bit of information. These two are going to have your head scrambled when you go back there. These two are going to go, what did that man just talk about?
Well, most people do, to be fair. Not everyone's aware.
Aye. What's this you're writing out anyway?
Hang on a minute.
Is this a statute or act you're writing?
Piece of legislation.
Legislation? That we don't consent to, we don't stand under.
It's legislation, it's more... I can't do this. Try to be careful with what I say.
That's the trouble. You're actually in a jurisdiction right now, right? That you two, I'm going to prove something to you, right? Once you show me a warrant card, it's going to shock you. Really shock you. Unless it has been changed, I'll prove something to you right now. Dear, dear. God, you're writing a wee story there, is that going to...
Right, thank you.
Right, before we continue, can I see a warrant card? Because you must produce a warrant card.
I'll produce a warrant card for you, not a problem.
I've not got mine on me.
Is that a warrant card? It's not a warrant card. That's identification. No, I need to see your card.
Right, I've just showed you.
No. Right, I'll need to shut the door because you pretend to be a police constable.
To provide it.
Can I? You're not cautioning me. You're cautioning me nothing until you give. Listen to me.
And maybe use the evidence. Understand the caution.
Listen. No, you can't caution me. I want to see a warrant.
On the 30th of September 2018.
Will you stop being rude? PC 261.
Being the person
Get the number.
keeping a motor vehicle.
We've got it. 291,
motor
sorry.
car registration Yankee Hotel 58 Victor Romeo November.
Right, we cannot continue. Can I have see your warrant card, please?
I don't have mine on me, so...
We give
Somebody has to.
You don't have one. You're breaking the law.
I know, I do have one. I do have one. I've just left it this
namely contravention of section.
Do you know you can't be here? It's illegal. I could take you to court for this. I can arrest you for impersonating a police officer. I can arrest you.
About 9:26 on the 31st of July, at the A92 did fail to give such information as to the identity of the driver of said vehicle, as you were required to give by PC Eccles, which is me, a person authorised and acting on behalf of a chief officer of police, namely the chief constable
What's his name?
of Scotland.
What's his name?
Contrary to Road Traffic Act 88. Do you understand?
I don't stand
Do you
under.
understand the
You're
charge?
wasting your time. You don't stand under it. I don't understand.
the
No,
charge? What
no.
you can apply.
I do not understand. I do not understand. Do not consent. And I want to see a warrant card.
Yeah.
Properly. I want to see who your CEO is.
You can't enforce anything until
I've
you
showed you
see
my
your
warrant
warrant card.
You have not shown me your warrant. Like,
Thanks for your time.
No.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
You know, do you know your warrant cards are illegal? I can prove it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Your CEO is not your CEO. Now this is on camera, so don't come back unless you bring warrant cards, right? Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day. Brilliant, eh?